have been more like strong because I was not a person who was always like positive or like strong and say back to the people who's like bullying me.
I think it's because you were never taught to do that, or like no one was there to say that you should be like this and you are better on being who you are, how you are, or whatever. Hey guys, good morning. I hope you all are doing great. So today too, I have a very good friend of mine over here. Her name is Estella. Please welcome her with me. And yeah, welcome Estella.
Yay! Hi guys, this is Stella.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, like I said, I'm Stella. I was born and raised up in Japan, so I hope I can tell fun stories about Japan. Maybe not fun things about Japan as well. But yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah, so guys, as you heard from her that she's half Japanese and half Italian.
Oh
right?
yeah, yes.
So yeah, she has been living her whole life in Japan, but today we'll talk about her experience living in Japan, and we might get some of the good points and the bad points, but these are all the topics and everything which will help you to live in Japan and which will make your life easier to live in Japan. So please don't judge her based on that, or don't judge me, because guys, we are making your life easier, not our life easier, because we have lived our life almost 8 years and whole life.
Yeah,
so
21 years.
For us, it's like, wow, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, saying that, I want to start with you with some questions which might help our audience to live their life just relax.
Okay, what kind of questions?
So, what types of country do you think Japan is?
What do you say?
What types of country do you think Japan is?
What types of country?
Yeah.
That's a really interesting question to start. What types of country?
Do you think it's an easy country?
I would say, I think I would say easy to live in this country.
Okay, why? Can you give some examples so people will like make sense?
I mean, so I've been living in Tokyo my whole life, and Tokyo, we have like everything.
Mm-hmm.
Transportation, good food, houses, people, everything. So it is easy to get something, whatever you want.
Right?
So it's really convenient. But I would say at the same time, it's really annoying to live in this city, because, you know, like I said, we have everything, but that everything sometimes makes me really feel stressed and overwhelming, and it's just so easy and hard to live.
But as a foreigners, what do you think? It's an easy country to live?
For foreigners, I would say not really. Cause have you like obviously you have like taken transportation, like the subways. Oh my goodness, that is so confusing. I've been living here my whole life, but it's still so confusing. I always get to the point that I wasn't expecting to go. And
I think it's mostly happen in the big station like Shibuya, Shinjuku. They have so many like ground trains. It goes like, I think in Shibuya, Shinjuku, there are 14 underground.
Holy.
Something like that.
What?
And it's the busiest city in the whole world, right? And I think we living for here so long also we get confused. Like, think about the people who just come to visit over here.
And then do you know like the sign that says like Yamanote line, blah 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 line, and then it always like have kanjis, right? Yamanote would have like Yama and Te, but like for foreigners, I'm sure they don't read the kanjis, right? And then the English version of the station name, they're like so tiny. That's what I noticed like last week. I was looking for a line that was really hard to read. I still don't know how to read that kanji. And then I was looking for like English version of the station name, and I couldn't find it at all because it was so tell me, it's so hard to find.
If the eyesight are not good, it's more hard for people to find the names, right? I get that. I think I do get that a lot because sometimes like you have to change the trend and you are using a JR line, the underground is after 5 minutes of walk from the JR, then you have to walk from there. And when you start searching Google Maps, it takes you over here and there, and you just start just relying on your own strength, and you just go right. But the names are so small and so hard to read. Okay. Let's go with a different. Okay. It's hard, but is in other bases except transportation, what are the hard difficulties people face when you Japan? And how can they overcome that?
I'm thinking about the difficulties. For me, difficulties. I'm thinking. Come on, stop.
Man, you have really you're used to everything.
Yeah, I know I would feel really, so difficult, but I can't come up with some good ideas because I got used to it.
I think you also had so many foreigner friends you have till now, right? So does this say something like, oh, it's so difficult, man, I just want some help and this or something like that?
I feel like for my friends my foreigner friends, I want to say you won't be able to show who you are in Japan. I would say that. You know what I mean? On the train, you have to be so quiet. It's not like you're not allowed to talk, but it's the way we get on the train. You don't talk on the train.
Expected to be quiet.
Yeah,
because many people are sleeping, tired, on their own business. So it's don't disturb others.
Well, I would just say mind your business. But, it's the kind of the unspoken Japanese rules on the train. So I would say, and also even when you're outside of trains or house or anywhere, you're not really showing yourself. You know what I mean? They judge you.
I get that a lot. Wearing a clothes a little bit open, people start noticing you. And some of those who are in Japan for very few days or weeks, that's whatever, just move, right? But those who start living over here time to time, they will understand knowing the culture and everything. Then after that, they will start covering themselves. Exactly. I notice that a lot.
Yeah.
The person who is over here at the beginning, the person is showing all the skins and walking around. But as that person started staying here for months, years, and everything that, started wearing something over.
Yeah, they never show their skins.
Yeah, so I think there's also one of the big differences which you feel after living in Japan for a little bit longer.
I feel it's not only Japan. For example, South Korea, they sometimes prefer not showing too much skin.
Wow.
Maybe it's some kind of Asian culture, I guess. But Japan is much more strict than other countries. All of the people around you, strangers are judging you. Even they're strangers.
So as you being a Japanese, okay, you're half Japanese, so you're Japanese, okay. So do you feel that you being judged or treated misbehaved by other people or this? What is the discrimination? Anything?
I would say I was kind of bullied when I was a kid in elementary school. Now I don't remember anything about those negative memories from early elementary school time. But my mom always told me that I had that I came back from school crying and with bruises and stuff. I honestly do not remember everything. But at the same time, I don't have any good or fun memories from elementary school. So I would say I just deleted all the memories because it was too harsh. But yeah, kids bully, Because I was really different.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. And at that time, like, there were very few mixed, how you want to call yourself? Half or mixed?
I don't really mind. Hafu mix.
So we can just say,
Whatever.
but I would say mixed because a lot of mixed. Half means either one or one.
Yeah,
So I'll go with mixed. So being a mixed, like, I think at that time there were very few children, right? And because of that, Japanese were not used to seeing you guys at all. I think because of that they used to do. But now also, if we hear somewhere like in some students who are from a different culture, like migrated students or anything, they also get bullied in their junior high school mostly. I think after the high school it get low, but till the junior high school it's a little bit.
Yeah, I think so. They're like matured and then had like physical power and then try to be in the group and then bully the person with the group and you know.
That's so sad, right?
It is sad. But you know what? Like once you go to high school, everybody changed their like treatment to you. For example, because I'm like half Japanese, half white. You know? So they start envying me, for example, because I'm half Italian. I have this like different nose than other Japanese, this big nose I would say. And then, you know, the Japanese beauty standards are like, you should have like a pretty high tall nose, you know, and then small face, pale skin. And I had that. So like they started like saying, oh, Stella, because you're half, you're beautiful. Like, it's not big. I mean, I know what you mean, but it's not like, I don't want you to judge me or think of me beautiful because I am Hafu. You know what I mean?
As a human, I want to be considered not as a mixer, different blooded, so not as you.
I really didn't like what others treated me in high school. So, it's not like bully, but it's another like differentiation, you know.
Like,
they like find me always different.
Like a different, like a, not as discrimination, but all discrimination. It's
kind
of discrimination. It's sad though. Like, because till you don't know, it's like, whatever. After you start knowing, like, what they actually mean, you feel a little bit bad from inner soul.
It's something that you cannot explain. Like, inside the heart. You know?
I think I kind of understand. I'm not half understand, like, having a small face, I know, and big eyes. And I did went to a high school in Japan, so people used to consider me as like, oh, kawaii, because of my nose, eyes, and everything. I'm like, thank you, but you guys know that, like, I'm not Japanese, and you don't mean that as a good one. You mean like you don't have that, so you envy that I have. So it's like,
for us, it's not a compliment.
Yeah, it's like you're just being discriminating, or it's just like
because of the
we look. So okay, let's talk about the good topics. So how do you think people could like go through that, like, without like how to ignore that things? Do you have any because if there is any children's of their high school teenagers who are watching this, if any cases, and if they're going through this all, how you want them to like feel about themselves?
Well, you're already amazing as the way you are. So I wouldn't say I would say ignore them. Ignore whoever like make you feel bad or down or low. Don't get any negative energy from anybody and from you as well. So like, I feel like growing up, like the process of growing up, maybe you should feel like negative parts as well. But I just want to say like, don't let others to influence you and then
discourage you.
That's the word that I want to tell myself when I was in high school or junior high or
to your younger
like,
self. That's so like, I think
I should have been more like strong because I was not a person who was always like positive or like strong and say back to the people who's like bullying me.
I think it's because you were never taught to do that, or like no one was there to say that you should be like this and you are better on being who you are, how you are, or whatever. I think if someone was there as you, at least one person as you, then that person, you two would have been trained and you two have been cool and you have ignored the whole world, right? But you were alone over there and fighting with all the I don't know how many children of Japanese and you just like lacking or you just felt like lacking, but you didn't. You didn't. You just could not find your own strength at that time.
Yeah.
But I hope now you have
I
found
do. Yes, like you and other friends in my class and school.
Yeah. So okay, let's talk about like what are the things people should consider while coming to Japan, like. Having this, knowing this will make their life easier in Japan.
Right. If they're living in Japan, what you should be careful or be prepared. なんだろうね。なんだろう、難しいよ。I don't know.
There are a lot of things you should be prepared.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you're gonna find somewhere you feel belong, or you feel like included. So try to find those environments that you feel safe.
Community
or friends or whatever. It's just, I mean, there's some places that are really like welcoming foreigners, any like race, any ethnicity, doesn't matter. So you should try to find it as soon as possible so that you can feel safe all the time. I would say so.
So yeah, there's a very good one. Like having community, friends, circles, or the environment where you are accepted as you are. Like you don't have to be the different person who you are not. I think that's very important. And I know in Japan, in many places you won't be able to feel yourself, but there are also a few places where you will feel yourself, and there are very few people. There are few people outside who will consider you as you are, and they will be very happy to meet you who you are. So just try to find those people, right?
Yes, definitely.
So what are the skills do you think like people should learn before coming to Japan or while they are living in Japan?
Know some Japanese.
Simple.
Really simple. Just like so easy words like arigato, konnichiwa, arigato gozaimasu, something like that. And then they would be like, nihongo joutsu desu ne. And then start like thinking you as part of their family or like community. So if you know just a little Japanese, that would help you so much. I would say so.
So having Japanese skills will be very helpful.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be like really high Japanese skills because I know it's really hard to learn.
Japanese, there's a very hard. Yeah. So do you have any other like Japanese, except Japanese language, other skills which might help people to have their life better?
Skills, like what kind of skills?
Like knowing about having a communication skills, like I think having a positive mindset in Japan is very important.
Yeah, I would say positive mindset is important.
And I think in Japan it's very hard. You will be lonely a lot of time because Japan is like be on yourself sometimes country. So I think being able to be on your own is a very good point to be over here because you will not find like someone every time you're there. So sometimes you're gonna be alone. So just try to learn how to be alone. I think that's also one point. I feel
like try to know how you handle your stress.
Yeah.
Because there's so many times that you feel really stressed because of these like small crowded places. Like everywhere there are people. People,
buildings.
Yeah, for real. So like try. Like you should be known, like you should be aware how you always handle stress. For me, going to gym is one of the stress relieving ways, and I love it. So yeah, I might recommend that to you.
Yeah, I think for different person, they have different. Like someone loves reading books, someone going to gym, gym, some goes hiking, some just go out in a cafe and just chill out over there. So everyone has their own way of taking out the stress. So please, guys, find a way.
Yeah.
And I think if you find before you come to Japan, it will be more easier, because the time when you start searching what is your stress reliever, you'll exactly know what it is, and you will be just doing that. You don't have to find at that point when you are so stressed out, right? So yeah.
Maybe you can get out of Tokyo. That's one of the things that I
Easiest
would
way,
recommend. Like, there's so many places that would like heal your heart and feelings and body. Like, I have been to where it was Nagano. I went to like a top of mountain.
Wow.
It was so beautiful. I stayed there for like 3 hours, but my like darkness, my heart of dark na pointo ga. It went so clear.
You feel so
like really
Okay.
I'm a newborn child.
How did you do that?
I'm just kidding, but like, there's plenty of ways to
Okay, that makes
distress,
sense.
so yeah.
So okay, the next question is to be friend with the Japanese. Like, what is the easiest way? How can people be friend with Japanese people? Because many people say that it's very hard to be friend with Japanese.
I mean, I would say it's easy to become fake friends.
So that's the thing.
But yeah, that's the thing.
Fake.
It's really, I would say it's really hard to know what that Japanese person actually thinking in
Why
their
is that?
mind. Because they're always faking. Always. Not always, but like
how you want those people to be with the real person, not with the fake person? Like having a fake person is very hard, because many of the foreigners, they be very real, right? They just be who they are, and the opposite friend, when they know that the opposite friend was real, fake all the time, then it hurts more than anything. So how do you want like them to find the real connections, not the fake connections?
I think it would take so much time to get to know the Japanese person, and then become a real friend.
Oh my god,
you need to spend a lot of time, share your ideas and who you are,
what you went through.
Yeah, once you start sharing those, I think the Japanese people start sharing their backgrounds too, but really slow.
Yeah, I think like with the foreigners and Japanese, that's the thing. Like the foreigners, they're like, I'll be just real high, but with the Japanese, they have a lot of layers, so you have to take it off one. Like you know what I mean? Like it's like taking like it's so hard taking the skins, but sometimes you might get stressed doing that. But guys, if you get literally connected with that person, but if at the last, if you two guys be there, then that person will be very helpful for that. Very supportive, very kind. But at the beginning, I get that. There are very fake people around. I don't want to say.
Not everyone, but most of them.
I don't want to say, but yeah, they are. I can't say. But yeah, just try to find someone real. If you don't find, then also try to be loyal to that person as you are, and try to open up with that person, and make that person feel that you are a safe person, so that they can open up themselves and be with you as they are.
Yeah, I feel like there's already a wall between Japanese people and foreigners, because they make the wall. And then once you try to break the wall, they will start receiving the positive energy and then trusting you, and that's the starting point of where you have friendship between Japanese.
It means break a wall.
Yeah, the thin one. Not the thin one, the thick one.
It's not a layer. It's not a layer. It's a very big. Okay, things that Japanese people do or say which makes very different meanings. They don't, like, Japanese don't say directly, right? They just say something like going round and down. Like they don't know how to question, so they just say the other ways of. So what are the things? I think you do also use some of them.
Like the indirect.
Yeah.
Languages.
Way of
all the time, I guess. Me personally, not really. But you know, language. I mean, for example, like when I'm speaking English with you or with other friends, I would be really, really direct. But when I'm speaking Japanese, I change like the whole personality to a more indirect.
Why so?
I don't know. That's how I grew up.
So it means you are just that person. When you go to Japanese, you just be a different person, but when you're in English surrounding, you are a different person.
Yeah.
Wow.
That just happens. For example, because like I'm half Italian, half Japanese, and I've been speaking English Italian for a long time, and that also makes me change my identities or the way I think or the way I speak or the way I treat people is different.
Okay.
So I don't know how that happened, but that just happened.
So, but what are the things? What are the sentence or the ways or the things that people use, and you think like like a foreigner should know because they won't get confused?
One sentence I know, 行けたら行く. That means 行かない.
If I can,
so yeah,
I'll go.
行けたら行く. That means
if I can, I'll come or I'll go. It means I'm not going.
Yeah, 99%.
Yeah. So any other than that?
I'm thinking.
Processing.
Processing. Beep, 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 and then like 1 hour later, I'm still thinking. What do you think as a foreigner?
I think
like, words or
iketara is one of the
sentences?
biggest thing. 時間があったら
Yeah, most of the time.
だから
時間ないよ
It means they don't have time.
I will never. Yeah.
時間があったら行こうよねみたいな感じです。It means that they will not have the time.
Yeah, I mean, like, if they say if, the word if, like some, なんとかなんとか, tara or nara, that means no. That always means no.
So yeah, I think guys, just as she said, like if someone use if or maybe then
no.
the chance of being there or being with you or whatever your plan is with that person is almost zero. It's I think easy ways to know it, right? It's almost zero. So if you're coming to Japan, finding friends and everything, I think the easiest way to make friends in Japan is going to club, izakaya, which is a drinking place for Japanese, or I think that are the two main places to be friends with Japanese people. Either it's a girls or boys, it doesn't matter, because young Japanese people, they go to izakaya and club a lot. And yeah, and if you be friend with them and if they use this if maybe kind of sentence, then please try to know that most of them are not interested or are a little bit scared, or there are some reasons because of which they don't want to be with you, or at least in that situation they don't want to be with you. So it's you have a true blood on yourself and you have been to 2 other different countries, right?
Yeah.
America and China. So have your thinking changed as a person as before, like not going to any country, although you have 2 blood, but you were in Japan almost your whole life, right? And after going to that countries, have your thinking of Japan has changed or not?
I would say, well, at the end of the day, I would say Japan is a really safe country. Even though it has a lot of incidents or creeps everywhere, but it's still the safest, I would say. And clean.
Yeah, I think clean. I agree with clean is safe. It was safe before, but now it's getting a little bit risky. But if you consider a little bit while you are, if it's too late, if you think someone is following this, be careful. Except that, I think it's safe.
I mean, that happens in the morning as well. Because, like, have I told you before about the Todaima thing?
Oh, yeah.
Somebody was following me, taking video of me, and I grabbed the person, almost punched him But I didn't because I'm a girl. I'm just a girl.
So yeah, it happens, guys. It's safe, but as you know, every country has its good point and bad points. In Japan also they have good points and bad points. So yeah, I think that's the thing. It's clean, safe, mostly like 80% safe. I would say 20%. Sometimes that happens. So what is thinking that has changed from like?
Well, by talking or communicating or just hanging out with the people from outside of Japan with like different backgrounds, I became more open-minded, I would say. Way more open-minded than I was before going to America, going to China. I don't know, it's like, なんだろうね. I don't know why. It's just like during this process of growing up or becoming an adult. What was I going to say? 何を私言ったか忘れちゃったよ.
Yeah, I think you have like changed a lot. From the, like as I saw you at the very beginning of the university.
Everybody said that, like I became an American.
Yeah, when you came from America, you were like a different person. Like, whoa, man, this is not the person who I knew. But after now also you have somehow the American vibe as well as the Japanese vibe, but is at the beginning of the freshman year and now in the senior year you have changed a lot, and I think it's a good way. Like you have learned a lot of languages, your way to talk with the people, like you have been more matured, handling your emotions and everything. I think you have changed a lot. I think that's the countries that bringing you a different person in yourself. Wow,
did you read my brain?
I think I am.
My mind?
No, I think I am.
Yeah, she said everything that I was thinking. Good.
I think we have been friends for like so this whole university life.
Because you're the first person that I talked to in the school.
On the first day of the university, we were the first who we met. After that, now we have a big group.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's like insane.
It's been 3 years and so.
Wow, that's insane. Yes. So, but do you want to live your whole life in Japan?
That's the thing that I'm thinking recently. Like, I don't want to
leave. You're confused.
Yeah, I really am. Like, I don't want to leave my family, my friends, my, important people.
Loved ones.
Yeah, loved ones as well, but I do want to challenge myself. I do want to see the whole world because there's so many countries that I have never been to yet. So I want to see and walk and then feel with my body. So, well, I'm thinking to work in Japan for a while, for the first maybe like 5 years, and then maybe I might move to Europe, Africa, who knows? But yeah, I'm thinking to be like a traveler.
Yeah, okay, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
It was so good to learn about your life and what you have been through. So I want you at the last to give some important like things what people should like be careful about while being visiting or like living their life in Japan. So it will make their life more easier, more convenient to live. Like the manners, rules, or anything. If you want them to like feel like okay, if you know this, it will be more easier for them to live their life over here.
I would say, do not try to disturb someone. Japanese people hate being disturbed. That's why we're all quiet on the train. Like we don't wanna be rude to other people. We just protect the space, our own space.
Yeah, I think
so try not to, destroy that space. And I would say if you do that, if you try to respect and be polite for others, I don't think you will get into trouble.
Yeah. So as she said, guys, through this whole episode, that what you can learn, I think you have a lot of things you can learn from her. Bullies happens, but try to grow up from that because you are perfect, you are beautiful, admiring as you are. And as she said that having a Japanese language will help you to live your life more easily in Japan. And the rules there are like such as don't disturb people around you or your surroundings, so that you also can have a peaceful life in yourself and as them. So there are some rules which you might consider through the internet, or if you want to know what are some rules, regulation in details, then please don't forget to comment down below so that we can bring a new chapter or new episode in future. Saying that, I would like to thank Stella for being over here, being over here for this time, and as well as you guys. Thank you so much for going through this chapter of the episode. And yeah, I hope the weather, the sun, everything, the humid is doing good with you. And please don't forget to drink water, stay safe, stay healthy. And saying that, subscribe, share, and comment down.
Please subscribe.
See you again in next video with a new guest. Bye bye.
Bye bye.